Have you ever wondered how one can easily create a cryptocurrency and convince people to invest millions in it, even if it has no real value? Does it sound like fiction? But it's happening right now. In today's world, where deception becomes an art, ordinary people turn into real scammers, promising investors mountains of gold. Today, I will tell you how a group of friends created a cryptocurrency literally out of nothing, using clever marketing tricks and false promises to make people believe in a golden ticket they called Golden Future Coin. But in the world of cryptocurrencies and big money, any scam is doomed to collapse sooner or later. This is a story about how empty promises and dreams of getting rich quickly led many to lose their savings, and with them, their hopes. What you're about to hear will make you think twice before investing in the next quick profit. This is Mr. Dark Web, and we begin right now. Today, I decided to share my story. It all started quite routinely, and I could not even imagine that I would somehow find myself at the center of a major crypto scam. I have always been interested in finance and investments. Watching the rapid rise and fall of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, I, like many others, hoped to find my way to wealth. But this path turned out to be not as easy as it seemed at first glance. One evening, after another day at work, I was sitting at my computer and flipping through forums on the Darknet. Then I came across a very active discussion. People were sharing their successes and failures in creating fake cryptocurrencies and conducting ICOs, or initial coin offerings, which have become a popular way to attract investment for new projects. At first glance, it all seemed unattainable and too technical for the average person. But after a few hours of reading, I began to notice an interesting pattern. Many of those who wrote there did not have any special knowledge or experience at all. They simply created cryptocurrencies with no real value, launched a flashy advertising campaign, collected money from gullible investors, and disappeared without a trace. At first, I was somewhat skeptical. It seemed that such schemes would necessarily end in arrests, but the more I dug into the topic, the better I understood that these people knew how to go unnoticed and avoid punishment. They shared strategies for disguise, the use of anonymous wallets, and sophisticated schemes to cover their tracks. Some even boasted that they had made hundreds of thousands of dollars. At first, I didn't believe it. How could anyone create such a scam and stay free? But gradually, the thought occurred to me, why not give it a try? It didn't seem too complicated. All it took was a little creativity and the ability to convince people. People were not investing in technology. They were investing in their dream of getting rich quick. And it was this dream that became the hook that could catch anyone. I gathered 2 friends, and we decided to give it a try. We were all determined to make quick money in the cryptocurrency world. It quickly became clear that creating a real cryptocurrency that would generate real income would require years of research, huge investments, and innovative technologies. But it was not about us. We had neither the technical knowledge nor the resources to create something revolutionary. But we did know one thing. The main thing to make money in the crypto world is not technology, but hype. The virtual value of an asset is often based only on how much people believe in it, not on its real value. Our plan was simple: to create a coin that would promise investors sky-high profits and thus cause a huge hype around the project. We quickly realized that the main thing was the right presentation, name, brand, and advertising. For several days, we were looking for the perfect name that would sound attractive and promise great prospects. After many options, we settled on Golden Future Coin. Sounds good, right? It was also clear that success would depend on a well-designed website, as this was the first thing potential investors would see. We couldn't make it ourselves. None of us had any experience in website development. So we decided to hire freelancers. We looked for developers on platforms such as Fiverr and Upwork. After a few days of searching, we found a programmer from India who agreed to build a website for $700. This seemed like a very favorable offer, especially considering that we didn't have any large initial investments. We paid special attention to the section about our team. Of course, we didn't have any real team, but we created several fictional profiles. We hired another freelancer to select professional photos for these profiles from stock images of people in business attire. Each of the team members had a fictitious story about working for large global corporations and vast experience in blockchain technologies. We also added a section with a roadmap where we outlined how our coin would develop in the coming years, the launch of the platform, partnerships with international companies, and new technologies. Of course, these were empty promises that we made up in a few hours, but everything looked so professional that no one would have thought to doubt it. When the site was ready, we decided to invest a little in its promotion. We spent about $2,000 more on advertising with a not-so-famous blogger, and he started promoting our project. The site looked like a real one, and even simple advertising aroused considerable interest among people looking for new crypto projects to invest in. We received most of our traffic through social media and popular crypto forums. Even then, we realized that simple advertising was not enough. People in the crypto world have become much more cautious after a bunch of scams and fake ICOs. That's why we decided to take a more cunning approach. We created several fake accounts of well-known people in the cryptocurrency community. These were the profiles of popular traders and influencers who were followed by thousands of people. We managed to fake several celebrity accounts on platforms such as Twitter and Telegram. They allegedly shared news that they had already invested in Golden Future Coin. Since Telegram has no organic traffic, we redirected traffic from other platforms. To make it look believable, we copied the style of their posts, used similar avatars, and even published old posts to make the accounts look active. These fake celebrities not only mentioned investments, but also talked excitedly about how our coin could grow thousands of times in 6 months. It looked like personal advice. Invest now, and your money will grow exponentially. But we didn't stop there. To raise the hype, we created a whole network of fake accounts that pretended to be crypto experts. They regularly posted and commented, convincing all their followers to invest in Golden Future Coin immediately. We made extensive use of Reddit and crypto forums, where these experts supported the myth that our coin was about to skyrocket. They often referred to fake celebrity accounts that we had created, which seemed to confirm their words. This created the illusion that if such big traders had already invested, the coin would definitely go up. This system of accounts was designed to support each other. Experts referred to fake celebrities, and celebrities claimed that they had decided to invest thanks to the advice of experts. In this way, we created the impression that there was already a real hype around our coin among famous cryptocurrency figures, although in fact it was a well-planned scheme. We also used Telegram channels, where we published predictions about the future success of our coin under the guise of well-known crypto analysts, promising potential investors huge profits. Each new post quickly gained popularity, and people looking for a quick buck started investing en masse. At some point, it seemed that the entire crypto community was talking about Golden Future Coin, although there was no real reason for this. This hype was also supported by fake user reviews on forums. They wrote how they had already invested in our coin and expected huge profits. All these details created an atmosphere of real fever where people believed that Golden Future Coin was their chance to become millionaires. Our plan worked perfectly in the beginning. People started investing in our ICO by buying tokens through the website. We received Bitcoins and Ether, and they received our Golden Future Coins. The amount of investment grew literally before our eyes. At first it was a few $100s, a few days later it was already thousands, and after 3 weeks we saw the investment go up to tens of thousands. I was shocked at how easily people invested their money in a project they didn't really know anything about. They just believed in our promises and dreamed of making quick money without even thinking about the real value of the coin. When we received the first tens of thousands of dollars, it became clear that we needed to reinvest some of the money to scale. This was our version of reinvestment. But instead of investing in the real development of the project, we decided to further promote the fake hype around Golden Future Coin. The first thing we did was launch targeted advertising on various platforms. We found people who didn't mind working with such a topic, and ordered targeted advertising from them on Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. They created several advertising campaigns promising huge profits and rapid growth in the value of the coin using the same approach as on the forums. The main focus was to drive traffic not only to the website, but also to our fake accounts, pseudo-experts and fictional crypto celebrities. We also launched several advertising campaigns on Reddit, targeting popular cryptocurrency subreddits. The ads led people to discussions where our fake accounts actively supported the topic and repeated that Golden Future Coin was one of the most promising coins on the market. This made it seem as if real experts were supporting our coin rather than casual users. In this way, we were directing traffic from the adverts to fake accounts, which further reinforced the illusion that Golden Future Coin was something worthwhile. And thanks to this, people continued to buy our tokens, not even realizing that it was all a carefully crafted scam. A few months after the launch of the ICO, we already had more than $4 million in cryptocurrency on our accounts. We realized that we could go even further, but instead of simply taking the money and disappearing, we decided to use a classic pyramid scheme to extract even more. We promised the first investors that they would receive additional bonuses in the form of tokens if they brought new people to the project. It was a kind of referral program, and it worked incredibly well. People started bringing their friends and acquaintances to earn even more. The pyramid started to gain momentum. But like any pyramid scheme, ours had its end. A few months after the launch, the volume of investments began to decline. New investors came less frequently, and those who had already invested began to demand their payments. We could no longer maintain the illusion of constant growth of our coin. When the number of requests for withdrawals exceeded new investments, it became clear that it was time to wind down the project. One evening, we sat down at our computers and began to erase all traces of our activities. First, we closed the website. It simply ceased to exist. Then we deleted all our social media accounts. Telegram channels, Twitter, even the fake profiles we had created for celebrities and experts disappeared in an instant. We thought we had cleared everything perfectly, not a single trace, not a single hint of our existence. We then transferred all the money, millions of dollars in cryptocurrency, to several anonymous wallets. We carefully planned this stage using various crypto mixers that promised to hide our traces. This seemed to guarantee complete security, as such services were considered almost perfect for anonymity in the crypto world. But we underestimated one fact. Although cryptocurrency transactions may be anonymous, they all leave traces in the blockchain, a public and immutable ledger of all transactions. And although we were as careful as possible when creating new wallets and using mixers, every action we took left a digital trail that could be traced. We believed that the decentralized nature of the blockchain guaranteed complete security, but this was an illusion. A few weeks later, law enforcement agencies began to receive a lot of complaints from deceived investors. When people realized that Golden Future Coin was a scam, they asked for help, and the investigation began to move forward. Cybercrime specialists quickly found our transactions on the blockchain. Although we had used multiple wallets and hoped that this would hide our tracks, the blockchain turned out to be much more transparent than we could have imagined. Every cryptocurrency transfer we made was found, and eventually it all came back to us. It turned out that all it took was a few missteps, combining wallets incorrectly or using a bad mixer, and everything started to unravel like a ball of thread. Law enforcement began to link individual transactions to each other and traced our connections to the real services through which we were trying to withdraw money. They literally uncovered our entire scheme step by step. And although we tried to act cautiously, one day it became clear that all our efforts were in vain. One morning, when I was just waking up and indifferently flipping through my phone, I suddenly heard a loud knock on the door. It wasn't something you could just ignore or think someone was knocking by accident. My insides went cold, and I immediately felt that something was wrong. Looking through the peephole, I saw several people in uniform. It was the police. My heart went into my chest, and at that moment I realized it was over. They acted quickly and professionally. They arrested me right in my apartment, taking all my devices, computers, phones, even external hard drives. In front of my neighbors, who probably had no idea what I was doing, I was led away in handcuffs. The investigators knew much more than I could have imagined. All our attempts to hide the traces through crypto mixers and anonymous wallets were in vain. Law enforcement officers were able to unravel our entire scam, from the moment we created the website to the last transactions when we tried to withdraw money. During the interrogations, it became clear that they were several steps ahead of us. The investigators had long been tracking our fake accounts, posts on social media and forums. They even knew about our fake profiles of crypto celebrities and pseudo-experts that we used to create hype. Every move we made was monitored, and although we thought we had everything under control, they had much more evidence than we thought. During interrogations, I learned that many people lost large sums of money. Some had invested all their savings in our coin, hoping for a quick profit. I felt bitter and afraid of what was to come. Then I realized that easy money always leads to serious problems. I thought I would cheat the system and go unnoticed, but the reality was quite different. Now I'm waiting for the trial, and I don't know what will happen next. But I know one thing for sure. The greed for quick money always leads to disaster. My experience has shown me how easy it is to lose everything by trying to deceive others. Our story is coming to an end, but pay attention to the most important. The conclusion is simple. Easy money always comes at too high a price. In a world where cryptocurrencies and promises of quick profits tempt millions, there will always be those who use others' dreams for their own enrichment. They thought they could cheat the system and remain in the shadows, but the reality is that no one disappears unnoticed in a world where every step is recorded on the blockchain. How to avoid such schemes? Here are a few tips. Don't trust promises of large profits in a short time. If something looks too good to be true, it's most likely a scam. Check the information about the team and the project. Scammers often use fake profiles and fabricated reviews. Research the technical part of the project. Figure out whether the cryptocurrency has real value or if it's just another hype. Trust your analysis, not someone else's words. Many so-called experts on social media may be part of the scam. And most importantly, remember, real investments require time, analysis, and caution. The world of cryptocurrencies is attractive, but not without risks. This was Mr. Dark Web with you. Thank you for your attention. If you like this content, a like is the best thank you. Subscribe and be cautious in the world of investments. See you in the next episodes.